Hi, I'm a 5'1" cardist, which means I have small hands. Now me and my fellow small hand band members have heard a lot of comments, such as, your hands aren't too small, you just gotta practice. You can do it, you just gotta practice. Hand size doesn't matter, you just gotta practice. While those comments are likely said with good intention and meant to motivate us, and are not entirely wrong, respectfully, they are kind of useless. Some moves do require large enough hands to do, such as mantra and thumb cut. Or even if the move is not impossible, it sure makes it a lot harder to do. So just telling us to keep practicing is not going to help us automatically get the move. So even if we do practice a lot, even if we do make certain modifications, we may not still be able to do certain moves. And the problem with bridge size cards is that usually they handle like trash, like actual sandpaper, so those don't really help. And then there are like the mini decks, but those are way too small. So when Missing posted this clip, I was very thrilled. Missing not only did a study to where they can attest to us small-handed cardists, but they also actually did something for us. They made smaller cards. And so of course, I got me their cards. I got both of the small sizes because I'm really small. So I didn't know what size I needed for cards, but I know it's not poker size. So yeah, let's try them out. Hand size measurements. Unfortunate. I made that first clip back in like July, and now it's September, and I've waited to open this because I've been so busy with coursework. I'm gonna film it like this first because I want you guys to see my reaction to the card sizes, because obviously this is a new thing in cardistry. I don't even know what to expect. I mean, obviously they're small, but just the actual feeling, I'm hoping it's good, it goes well. So yeah, let's probably move the camera a little closer. Darn it. These were the main focus, and oh my goodness, that's crazy. Let's start with the Ocean 93%. There's not a pull tab. Why am I bleeding? No idea what that's about. The foil looks really nice on the box. I will say I would have preferred there to not be foil and just it be like typical air cushion finish or something for like the smaller cards, just so that I would care less about ruining them. It smells like not USPCC, but Cardamundi kind of, or how they used to smell, I don't really know. But we got a blank foil, missing extra card, and two kind of like jokers that say missing, and 93%. So this is how they look in my hand. Oh, this felt broken in already. Let's try thumb cut. Yeah, I still can't quite reach there, but also you got the quartz too that are also shiny. So handles well, which is of course important because again, with bridge size cards, most of them feel like sandpaper on the edges and stiff and just rough, and so they're not fun to use for small-handed cardists. But these, they don't feel like a typical bicycle deck, but they still feel good. The edges are actually not rough, they're really smooth, and as you soft the spring, they're quite soft, they spread. I don't know how long they're gonna last in the long run. Like even backdrop's a little weird, just that they're closer together. Let's try the even smaller. Now these, I feel like this is how Oliver Sogard feels, because holy crap, they're so small. I feel like the 93% are how like average height, like 5'8" for a guy might feel. You know, these are how like the 6-foot cardists might feel. I don't know, of course. The same thing, but even smaller. Oh my goodness. It's crazy. My hands are too dry for this. Like, my thumb is like actually able to go over the edge. Mantra test. My thumb is just reaching all the way over. Oh, I messed it up. Oh my gosh, they're so short. Yeah, these might be a little too small for me, which is interesting. 87% might be for like someone who's less than 5 foot, especially for like an elementary school child who hasn't had a growth spurt yet. Like, that difference. I remember when the Orbit minis came out, and I was like, okay, those are great because they're really tiny, but what if we, you know, we scaled them up to where they're actually usable? And so I'm glad Missing actually did that. So really, this is just my first impressions of the Missing percents, and you know, hopefully they come up with more, because these are really cool. And then I can grow my collection. I also wanted the fractals, so we'll take a quick look at those. This box feels really nice, and it's embossed. Made in PRC. What is PRC, guys? Alright, so this is the Acid edition, one of 500. Must have been able to cop them really early. It's nice. Another uncut sheet style extra card. Fortunately, those frames are already full, but you know, probably another frame at some point. Be sure to check my Instagram if you want to see how I made those frames, or just any kind of behind the scenes on them. Ace of Spades. Very good quality. Wow, those edges are quite soft, and the borders look even. All the suits are black, and then the courts are just filled in with that acid look. My indecisive self could not decide whether or not I wanted the green or the red, so naturally I got both, because fortunately I could afford both. So nice and dark. Doing Mantra, no issue getting over that middle packet. Whereas with a poker size deck, which feels weird to hold now, I struggle a little bit more, and I have to like push it over to the side to get it over. Whereas with the 87%, it's a little bit too small to push off, and it just falls apart. Also with these cards, doing like Pincho, this grip is kind of hard to get into because my fingers have to bend so much more than normal. It's so weird. But with the 93%, again, it still requires a little bit more bending, but it's easier than the 87%. And I learned this new move, Cluster Cuss, I think by Lewis Caldwell. Still working on it because I just messed up there, but hopefully something comes out of that. So I'll keep practicing. And doing like two-handed cuts, it's weird because I have to like adjust my grip to be a little bit tighter since the cards are smaller, so my fingers are closer together. Let's try Mockingbird. It keeps slipping. I don't know if it's because my hands are dry or just because the cards are, again, smaller, so I'm not used to that. Hopefully, again, once I get time, I can learn a lot of moves that I put off learning because I thought my hands were too small, and they probably were a bit too small. But something like, I think it's Bobo 3, yeah, now it can clear, because before I was getting stuck on that fleshy part of my thumb and couldn't rotate. See, it's getting stops there. Maybe now with these cards I can start learning. And that foil is still really nice, and it doesn't really affect the handling of the cards. It just makes them feel smoother. Tiny fan. Oh wow. Okay, this is a little bit better, though it's still not the same. And also, I'm kind of out of practice with cuts. Let's try the proper way of revolution cut, of pushing that up. I can push it up. And then grabbing that there. Alright, so I gotta practice. Because before I was just doing it the small-handed way without pushing that bottom bracket up. I gotta move my index finger. Kind of. Or not. Oh my goodness. Oh, almost got skirt. Waves. I can do waves now. I think that's how you do waves at least. Well, that ending wasn't. Still just a tad bit of a struggle here. Okay, sort of. Couldn't reach at all. Oh, this is... I don't like that. It's a little too small. That's pretty solid. Be sure to let me know what other one-hand moves I should learn to try to do with these cards, since hopefully I can do them now. That's so nice to be able to do mantra with a lot more ease. Dang it. Okay, well, I'm set for a while because I got 4 new decks of cards in 3 different sizes, so in my personal opinion, Missing is like one of the top brands right now because they are actually coming up with new ideas. Be sure to let me know your thoughts, and if you have these cards, be sure to let me know your thoughts as well. I promise more videos are coming soon. I have a lineup of things I want to get done. It's just getting those done while balancing college is a different story and easier said than done, but they're coming. So thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you next time. I did not cover up the camera.